Have our macros set, okay? Now it's time to start planning our food out, okay? So what we want to remember is MyFitnessPal has a huge database of foods, okay? Some of them are user entered. So I can go in and I can say a chicken breast has 24 grams of fat, 30 grams of protein and 30 grams of carbs, and select that in there, okay? While that information might not be true, okay, it still gets uploaded into the database. So we have to be very careful about what we're looking at in here, okay? So when we go to food, click on database, okay, it's going to bring up stuff that we can look for, okay? So for example, let's put in, if I have eggs every morning, right? I'm going to put in egg. I'm going to search for one egg in MyFitnessPal. We always want to look for this green entry, okay? This green check mark lets us know that this is an entry that has been verified, okay? You can always learn more about that here. So for example, one large egg, pretty standard across the board. It's going to have about 5 grams of fat, okay? 6 grams of protein, shouldn't have any carbs, okay? This is a protein, fat dominated food. If I wasn't paying attention, let's say I didn't really know what that green check mark was, okay? Come all the way down, I'm looking through, I get eggs. I don't know. Let's pick one. Got a lot of eggs options in here. Oh, here we go. Snickers. Okay. Obviously a very different type of egg. Here we've got 17 grams of sugar. Okay. So this is one of those like Cadbury type eggs. Obviously we've got some carbs associated with that. We do have a decent amount of fat. We've got a lot less protein. Okay. So if you weren't paying attention, you just came over and you just saw egg, clicked it, that's going to give you a very different reading for your day. Okay. You're going to be losing out on some carbs and you're going to just kind of be throwing off your macros a little bit. So that's something to pay attention to when we're looking for that. Okay. Other things you can look for in here, we've got something like turkey breast, if I'd spell it right. Okay, those are pretty easy ones. Again, I spelled it wrong, so it's going to bring up some wrong servings. Okay, make sure you spell right. Okay, you should see those green check marks. Again, this is for if you have foods that you're not able to scan with your phone, or you want to be looking around, you're trying to figure out how to fit these into your day. Okay, really good option here looking in the food database. Once you start developing, your database and you start using MyFitnessPal more often, it's going to start to save your foods, which is actually really great. If you go into your diary and we want to start adding a food, MyFitnessPal has a really good memory for things that you've eaten recently. So you can also go in here and just start checking. There you go. There's our egg. Maybe I have, again, like blueberries every morning, and maybe I'm going to have some raw spinach. Okay. You can also go to the frequent tab. This is going to be things that you frequently eat for breakfast. Okay. You can also change it up here for all meals. Okay. Or my foods are going to be things that you've entered specifically. Okay, I haven't created any personal foods yet, but for meals, we can do that. This is obviously something that we've created before as an avocado egg toast. That was something that I didn't want to keep entering the individual items for, so I eventually just grouped all those items together. Okay, and I think we did that using the quick tool, right? So if, for example, every day I didn't want to come in and log 1 teaspoon of butter, 1 thing of bread, 1 egg, 1 avocado, 50 grams, right? I lumped all these together. We did this in another thing as a remember meal, and I labeled it avocado toast so that I could just go in, click avocado toast, and all of these individual items would be logged for me. Okay, so another cool thing there. Let's move on. Database, done.